Hello, welcome back to yet another episode of Cure Without Prescription with me, Vasudha. Today we're going to talk about knee pains. Yes, knee pains. And you know what? I personally have gone through knee pain for longest time possible. I think I developed knee pain in standard 10. So when we used to prepare for board exams, I used to sit cross-legged on my bed for like really long hours, all at one stretch. And by the time I got done with exams, I realized that I had developed knee pain. Of course, I was very young. The pain, though mild, but gave me intense, intense experience of pain for that age and stage of life. So I kind of went through knee pain for until the age of about like what 40, yeah. So and it's only when in 2019 when I completely put myself into looking into emotional wellness. I completely dedicated myself into it because I began to figure out a few things, and I found it also interesting that I realized that I could work on my knee pain if I worked only just on my mindset and on my emotions, right? So let's talk knee problems today. Yeah, but what exactly is knee pain, huh? So I feel knee pain is one of the very common complaints. Like, see, I developed it when I was so young, right? Yeah, and it's a kind of thing which affects almost people from all ages, right? So it could be a result of an injury or a general everyday wear and tear which accompanies life, right? So and yeah, knee pain can turn into medical conditions like arthritis, gout and infections. I mean, those are also things which can lead to knee pains, but today I'm talking about knee pains in general, right? So what is the story that your knee pain is telling you? So what I mean is, what do you think are the common causes? What could have caused the knee pain, right? So number one, the common cause of knee pain is pain in the front part of your knee. So like, let's say this is your knee. So the pain in the front part, why, let's say that was my knee. So pain in front of the in the front part of the knee, so just under the kneecap, right, which is called this smooth bone that you see, which is called patella's cap, right? So when the lining of the bone, it gets mildly eroded, and it can happen during general everyday life wear and tear. I'm going to discuss about its remedies little later. So it could be due to, yes, nutritional deficiencies, right? So that wear and tear becomes, it gets speedier when your nutrition does not support your body's requirements. So our body goes through a process of healing every night, right? Regenerative process while we are in rest, and that is why it is so important to have a good night's sleep also. So I've also done a video on sleeplessness, insomnia. So if you're not getting good sleep, you can go check that out also, because good sleep is very important for our physical, mental and emotional health. I keep emphasizing it, right? So coming back to knee pain. Yeah. So now this can get eroded, that patella's bone, due to this lack of appropriate nutritional support, or because of some injury, right? And it can also be because of obesity, or sometimes overexertion, overusage, like athletes would know it, or people who walk a lot would know it, right? So, and yes, stress is also one of the huge reasons for developing developing knee pain. So when I say stress, I'm talking more of physical stress. Yes, mental stress also leads to that, and I'm going to talk about it in the last section, cure without prescription, that emotional therapy section, how stress adds to our knee pain, right? And how we can cure it, right? So now what can be the simple remedies to overcome your knee pain, right? So first of all, it's the most popular thing, right? So maybe you can just, with the warm coconut oil or jojoba oil, you can just warm it a bit and just apply it very lightly. No hard massages when your knee is paining. So one huge mistake we do is, oh, my legs are hurting, my knees are paining, let me give it a nice hard massage. Don't do that. That's the time when your knee needs more love, more tender touch, isn't it? When something is hurting, do we hurt it more? No. Yeah, so take some warm oil and just rub it on your knee before sleeping, very nicely, lightly. Just give it little love and attention. Now I think that's something I will tell you as a part of emotional therapy, but yeah, because it is a physical act, so let's talk it here as well, right? And yeah, if you are going through knee pain, I mean, another simplest way to continue to avoid from aggravating your knee pain is avoid sitting cross-legged. Like I told you, that's how I developed pain. So we can't keep on continue doing what has made us go in that place. Yeah, and right, do reduce a bit of your weight also, if you, because overweight definitely adds to more stress, physical stress on your knees. So yeah, and how do you do that? By exercising and diet control. So when I say diet control, I would rather say be mindful about your diet, right? Do eat what needs to be eaten, right? And do include diet which has a lot of vitamin D, protein. So for example, pomegranates, mushrooms, nuts, these are the things which enrich, replenish the loss of lack of vitamin D in your body. Vitamin D and I think magnesium also. I think, yeah, magnesium also, yeah. So a lot of vitamin D, magnesium and calcium rich diet, right? So, and like I said, it is also because of stress. So you can also try stress relievers like dark chocolate and turmeric. So you can try having turmeric water first thing in the morning or the last thing at night, right? It also has a lot of other healing qualities, right? And yeah, that will definitely alleviate some of your stress, even general body stress, right? And please, if you suffer through knee pain often, start avoiding to eat acidic foods, right? And one of the best things to beat acidic tendency in your body is maybe eat lots of oranges, citrus fruits, include Nimbu pani in your diet, or maybe you can have a glass of lemon water an hour before your lunch or dinner. So that will definitely kind of neutralize the lot of acid which is formed in your body, and will definitely make sure that you don't develop that knee pain because of gout kind of condition, what you call in laymanish language, I've heard my parents call it Vaika pain, right? So it will definitely alleviate that. But here are few things you need to keep in mind. Yeah, so if all what I'm gonna tell you, I mean, these things will definitely help you, right? But here are a few conditions. If you're going through them, you need to see a doctor, and maybe an orthopedic, right? Not just a general doctor. So see a doctor if you think you cannot bear the weight of your body on your knees, right? B, you think this marked swelling in your knees right now. don't ignore the swelling in your knees ever. If you think you cannot, number three, if you think you cannot flex your knees anymore, right? See, can you see I can easily flex my elbow right now. Similarly, you should be able to flex your knees, right? And number four, if you see that there's some sort of deformity happening along with that swelling and that difficulty to flex your knees, do go to a doctor. And finally, if you have severe knee pain, which is accompanied with an injury, don't wait a second, go visit an orthopedic, right? So let's go to the final section of this video. Cure without prescription. The emotions which have led you. Emotions, when trapped in our body, lead to some or the other bodily pain, like we always keep talking about it. Yeah, I've put one introduction video of Cure without prescription on what principles does emotional therapy work, right? So you can go through it, how it can cure your pain, right? So it will give you more perspective on what I'm saying about to say as emotional therapy. So let's talk what are the emotional reasons, right? So if you can fix some of these, you can fix your own knee pain also, right? So I can tell you for sure that I cured my knee pain like this. Of course, I continued my orthopedics prescription alongside while I was working on giving myself an emotional therapy, and today I can jump, I can squat. In fact, my gym instructor, my yoga teacher, they kind of really marvel at the way I can jump even at 44, right? So you know it now, right? Okay, yeah. So what are those emotional stickiness inside your head that leads to this? So first of all, it is stubbornness. Yes, you would be looking at me and wondering, oh, could Vasudha ever be stubborn? But yeah, once upon a time, I was like a really stubborn person. Yeah, it was not easy to move my head. Yeah. So once I'm stuck on something, I'm stuck on something, right? So stubbornness, ego, pride, and you know what? They're all siblings, right? So yeah, I was mama to all the three siblings. Right, and your inability to bend, right? So when you think, you know what, that I am this kind of a person, these are my principles, and I know I am right, and you know what, you just won't bend. And you know what, life is like something where we have to kind of go along with the flow of the life. And I have understood that it's never about being right or wrong. It's always about being able to move forward, right? And that's what makes life such a beautiful thing. And even if we look at the world around us, don't we have all kinds of seasons? God has made all kinds of seasons. Even during a day, there will be all different kind of weathers during the same day. So maybe the morning is sunny, and then suddenly it can get cloudy, and then it thunders and can rain heavily, and maybe storms too, and then suddenly there can be rainbow on the same day. And so is life. So we have to adapt to life, right? So I feel it was my inability to quickly adapt to things, and I would just continue to look at things and wonder and wait for things to maybe change or people to change, but I wouldn't take an action towards myself, and that definitely led to my own knee pain. So why I'm sharing all this with you? So that at least you can get rid of your own knee pain. Maybe if what I'm saying makes you think like, oh my God, Vasudha is telling me exactly my story, then my dear friend, please move out of this. Yeah, life is too short to have bear any sort of pain, whether emotional or physical, isn't it? We are here to live life, right? And we do need good physical health for that, isn't it? Yeah. Now, another thing which can lead to knee pain is usually the fear which is always brewing inside us, that some harm may come to me, some harm may come to me. Yeah. So, why do we become, and when you are always thinking something wrong may happen to me, something wrong may happen to me, then I think just even if something happens very naturally, we think, oh my god, I was already thinking of it, and it affirms our faith in something negative which is always going to happen to us, and turns us sometimes into a person who's pessimistic or is very prone to sadness, and eventually can lead us to depression also. Well, I did not go that far really, so fear was not my kind of problem. But yeah, I think my inability to bend was definitely there. But yeah, sometimes I have noticed, right? And it's been proven, right? So when you are always thinking some harm may come to you, some harm always comes to us, isn't it? That's life, right? And because we were thinking so, it affirms our faith in it. Instead of looking at glass full, we start looking at glass half, and it leads to pain which usually gets also stuck besides our heart, also gets stuck in our knee and makes it inflexible to bend. So it's not just your knee which is inflexible to bend, it is basically your mindset also, right? And I understand why we do that, because we are afraid to lose control. Yeah. So sometimes when I was saying no to something without even considering it, it was not just my sense of righteousness, it was also the fact that I feared losing control, and I wanted to stay in control of my situation, my life, and I thought giving in to what someone else is saying might lead me or might put me in a weaker position, and that did make me sometimes inflexible, and that also blocked me from seeing things from others' perspective. So so if your way is also my way or highway, then guys, change it. How does it matter whether it is my way or your way or his way or her way, as long as we are able to find a way out, whether it is from our emotional pain or knee pain, right? So on that note, I'm going to sign off. But yes, if you think this video has resonated with you, then please do give me a thumbs up, and yes, don't forget to share it with someone who is probably going through the knee pain. Well, it may help them, and that too without prescription. Yeah, bye, take care, I'll see you in the next episode.